Hi, I'm Sam Shanky. I'm a junior BDIC major. I'm studying poli-sci and communications with a focus in journalism.
And I'm Matt Zavik, and I'll be interviewing Sam. So I've come to learn that instead of your senior year in high school, you went abroad.
Yeah, it was a really great experience for me. I didn't have the easiest time in high school. It was not a place that I really felt especially comfortable and really engaged. And I think I was just looking for another kind of experience. And I signed up for a program to do an exchange. So a girl came to live in my house, and I went for 10 months, and I lived in the Canary Islands, which is a small Spanish territory off the coast of Morocco.
Could you tell me any more about how, I guess, the average life of Canary Island citizens is like?
Sure. So I was in actually a surprisingly large city. It was on the island of Gran Canaria, which is the biggest island, and I was in Las Palmas, which is the capital city. It's about 300,000 residents, which, I mean, honestly, before I went, I had no idea that there were cities out in the middle of the ocean. And yeah, so it's really high unemployment. And especially when I was there, which was 2 years ago, Spain was going through a little bit of a recession, and the euro was not so strong. And so I think work was really hard to come by at that point. There were a lot of subsistence farmers, a lot of fishing, and the main industry there was they had one of the largest ports in the world.
Okay.
So almost all of the imports into Europe from Africa go through the port in Gran Canaria, which was the city that I was in, and it was massive. It was really an almost unbelievably large complex, and I got to tour it once actually, which was a really interesting experience for me.
When you got to the Canary Islands, I've had experiences myself of going through culture shock. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, it was really different. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very white and pasty, and I went over there, and it's a beach community, and everyone is very tanned and muscular and toned, and a lot of time on the beach. So I really stuck out. You have to wear sunglasses when you're with me on the beach. So. Yeah, and the food was very different as well. It was a huge language barrier. Almost no one spoke English. My Spanish was passable, but certainly I was not fluent. So that was definitely a challenge. The first few months were really hard. I was living with a host family on a completely different schedule in terms of eating and sleeping. I mean, I wouldn't even go out until about 12, 12:30 in the morning. That was when I would leave for the night, which is just, it's a very different lifestyle than the one that I was living in the United States.
And did you experience a culture shock coming back?
Yeah, it was actually, I was surprised. It was harder for me to come back than it was for me to go over there. I felt almost like I had gone for so long, and I came back and everything had been on pause, almost nothing had changed, and I felt very different as a person. I felt like I had grown a lot and had a lot of experiences that maybe my friends back at home didn't share with me.
Well, would you recommend going there for vacation?
Oh, absolutely. It's
all right.
quite beautiful.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.